It's an amazing time to be alive. Obama administration officials have gone from arrogantly admitting they were spying on Trump to denying it and saying it's totally insane and calling for the chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, Nunes, to resign because he dared go talk to the president and confer and show him more documentation of exactly who was illegally spying on him and then leaking it. Because they can spy on foreign leaders while the president-elect's talking to them, but you can't be then sharing that information domestically or giving it to the press. Well, now we have video. Last night on MSNBC, Obama's defense deputy just admitted spying on Trump. The former Assistant Secretary of Defense, Evelyn Farcas, also signed at the State Department, has caused controversy after she appeared to admit during an interview on MSNBC that Obama administration spied on Donald Trump's transition team in order to gain intelligence for political use. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a radio listener, I'll give you the headline, but here it is from March 1st. It was also reported in January in the New York Times. The exact same headline. Obama administration rushed to preserve intelligence of Russian election hacking, including spying on the president, the incoming president. They admitted all that. But the reason I go back to this, I'm going to play that clip coming up, is it illustrates just, again, the fact that they think you have no memory. They think that you are a complete and total, absolute moron.
Joining us now, Democratic Senator Debbie Stabenow of Michigan and former Defense Department official, former executive director of the Graham Talent WMD Commission, now a senior fellow at the Atlantic Council and an MSNBC analyst, Dr. Evelyn Farcas. Good to have you both. All right, Dr. Farcas, same question for you.
Yeah, I think I agree 100% with Senator Stabenow, which is always a smart move. But I think I agree that, first of all, this president, I mean, when you are president, the American people deserve to know whether you are acting 100% in their interest and not in your interest. Mm-hmm. And if there are questions about whether he received money from Russians to help bail him out of debt, because that's at the heart of all of this, you know, did he receive some money from Russians who were close to the Kremlin, and he's hiding that because they influenced him somehow. Mm-hmm. The American people deserve to know, and he should have on day one. You've said this before. He should have said, I want to get to the bottom of this. I want the cloud to be dispelled. Mm-hmm. You know, let's put it all out there. Now there's going to have to be a big investigation. I don't think Congress can handle it, frankly speaking, because I think it's going to be too hot for the Republicans, especially in the House, and they're going to have to do a 9/11 type commission.
You actually knew about this attempt to get and preserve information, and full transparency, we're doing some work yourself. Tell us about that.
Well, I was urging my former colleagues and frankly speaking, the people on the Hill. Mm-hmm. It was more actually aimed at telling the Hill people, get as much information as you can, get as much intelligence as you can before President Obama leaves the administration, because I had a fear that somehow that information would disappear with the senior people who left. So it would be hidden away in the bureaucracy, that the Trump folks, if they found out how we knew what we knew about the Trump staff's dealing with Russians, that they would try to compromise those sources and methods, meaning we would no longer have access to that intelligence. So I became very worried because not enough was coming out into the open, and I knew that there was more. We have very good intelligence on Russia. So then I had talked to some of my former colleagues, and I knew that they were trying to also help get information to the Hill.
A lot going on today.
Yeah.
Mark,
that's why you have the leaking.
Exactly.
People are worried.
All right.